the one I've waited for, a lifetime together. From the moment the stars painted the night skies, casting their shimmering glow, I knew you were out there, waiting too. The quiet ache in my heart whispered your name, a distant echo of something I could not yet understand. Life unfolded like a labyrinth, and I wandered its paths, often lost, seeking the one who could make sense of it all. The seasons changed, and the world around me shifted, but my heart never stopped looking. I longed for someone to match the rhythm of my soul, to speak without words, to connect in ways that could not be explained. Every fleeting encounter seemed to bring me closer to you, but none could ever capture the depth I knew existed. I didn't know your face, but I felt your presence in the air. I didn't know your name, but I dreamed it in every quiet moment. And so, I kept walking through the years, trusting that fate would lead me to you, me one. Time passed like a river that moved both slowly and quickly, its current shaping me into someone who could finally recognize you when we crossed paths. Every experience, every heartache, and every joy brought me closer to understanding what love truly meant. I had learned to be patient, to endure the solitude that often accompanied waiting, knowing that the reward would be worth it. The world, with its vastness and chaos, had a strange way of bringing people together. And now, in this moment when I finally saw you, everything fell into place. There was no rush, no fear, just an overwhelming sense of knowing. The years of waiting made the moment sweeter, more meaningful. You were here, not a fleeting dream, but a living, breathing person with your own story, your own hopes, your own desires. In that instant, the weight of all my yesterdays lifted, and I saw the future unfold before me, a lifetime together. It's amazing how the smallest moments can hold the most profound meaning. The first time I saw you, I felt a strange warmth flood through me, like the sun breaking through a cloudy sky. We didn't speak at first, but our eyes locked in that unspoken language that transcends everything. It was as if the universe had conspired for us to meet, pulling us together like two halves of a whole. I knew then that my waiting had not been in vain, that every tear, every sleepless night, and every lonely hour had led to this. You were the answer to prayers I hadn't even realized I had been making. And as we started to build something between us, I could feel the foundation of trust and understanding being laid down in each shared glance and every quiet conversation. We were creating something that would last a lifetime, something that would endure. As we ventured into the unknown together, I marveled at how our lives had aligned so perfectly. We spoke of dreams, of desires, of all the things we had once thought impossible. There was no judgment, no need to hide the scars or the imperfections. We both carried pieces of our past, but those pieces did not define us. Together, we were forging a new narrative, one where love was not a fleeting moment, but a deep, unwavering force that connected us. The strength of our bond was not in perfection, but in the ability to grow together, to support one another, and to trust that we would always have each other, no matter what. And with each passing day, I learned more about you, your kindness, your intelligence, your passion, and I realized that you were everything I had waited for. The love I had imagined was now my reality. In those quiet moments, when the world seemed to pause, I would look at you and feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. The weight of the years spent apart, the loneliness I had known, all faded into the background. There was only us, existing in this shared space of love and understanding. The connection between us was undeniable, as if the universe had carefully crafted us for each other, intertwining our lives in ways that were both simple and profound. I would trace the lines of your hand, feeling the warmth of your touch, and I would know that this was what I had been waiting for all along. Our love was not just an emotion, it was a force that had the power to heal, to transform, and to create something beautiful. It was the kind of love that made me believe in destiny, in the idea that everything had happened for a reason. Through the highs and lows, we stood together, a team, a unit stronger than the sum of its parts. Life had a way of testing us, of throwing challenges our way, but with you by my side, I felt invincible. We faced the obstacles with courage, knowing that we could overcome anything together. Our love was a constant source of strength, a reminder that no matter how difficult things got, we had each other to lean on. And as the years passed, our bond deepened. We no longer needed to speak to communicate. Our hearts understood each other in ways that words never could. It wasn't just about the good times, but about being there for one another through the tough moments. Our connection was built on trust, respect, and a deep love that had weathered every storm. As the days turned into years, I watched as we grew together in ways I never thought possible. We weren't just partners, we were soulmates, bound by a love that transcended time and space. There was a depth to our relationship that could not be measured, a connection that could not be broken. We had become a part of each other in the truest sense, and with every passing day, I found myself loving you more than I ever thought possible. You were not just the one I had waited for, you were the one I had always needed. And now, as we moved forward into the future, I knew that no matter what came our way, we would face it together. The love we had was timeless.